To those chosen, what I am about to share might astonish you, yet rest assured, it is no mere coincidence that you find yourself here at this very moment. There is a sacred purpose behind your presence, a divine orchestration that has led you to witness this message now. God has directed you to this exact point in time because a significant transformation is about to take place within your life. You stand at the precipice of a tremendous change unlike any before. The challenge I refer to transcends anything you have previously experienced. This is not a test based on material possessions, influence, or social standing. Instead, it reaches into the very core of who you are, your essence, both in body and spirit. The blessings prepared for you go far beyond worldly treasures. They represent a profound shift that will redefine your entire existence. Should you successfully navigate this trial, rewards of unimaginable richness, vigor, and power await you. Yet, the crucial factor is not the external display of achievement, but the manner in which you confront the inner battle within yourself. Before diving deeper into this revelation, I urge you to pause and complete 3 simple actions. Like this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment with the number 99. This number acts as a beacon, amplifying the energy of this transmission into the universe. The divine trial before you is not merely an obstacle to endure, it is a sacred invitation to unveil a hidden trove of blessings. Passing this sacred examination will unlock gifts beyond your wildest imaginings, gifts that will revolutionize your existence. Eternal youth, heavenly riches, limitless love, prophetic insight, and direct communication with God are just the first among many. These blessings will empower you to live with joy, intention, and profound purpose. More than material wealth, your soul will flourish, deeply connected to the divine, granting you unwavering confidence as you navigate life guided by eternal wisdom. This experience is not simply a change, it is a total rebirth of who you are and what you are destined to become. However, be forewarned, such blessings are not given lightly. Only those who demonstrate unwavering faith, resilience, and spiritual preparedness will receive these gifts. The divine test is rigorous, but success will open the gates to a life overflowing with unimaginable grace. Envision a life where age loses its power over you. One of the most remarkable rewards of passing God's examination is the gift of eternal youth. This gift is more than physical. It rejuvenates your entire being. You will feel invigorated and vibrant regardless of the passing years. The vitality of your spirit will reflect in your body, granting you strength and energy free from the typical limitations associated with aging. This blessing mirrors your inner transformation as you overcome trials testing your endurance. You will emerge not only stronger but ageless, as if God breathes fresh life into you, enabling you to move through the world with the vitality of youth. Your body becomes a living proof of spiritual growth, eternally untouched by time. Yet this gift carries great responsibility. It is not merely about retaining youthfulness, but about channeling that vitality to serve a higher purpose and assist others on their path. Eternal youth is bestowed upon those who dedicate themselves to causes greater than personal gain. In God's eyes, success is not measured by possessions, fame, or influence. The divine trial will disregard your earthly accomplishments. Instead, the focus lies on the depth of your faith, the strength of your character, and your alignment with a higher calling. God's judgment hinges upon the purity of your soul, your ability to persevere through hardships, and your capacity for unconditional love. This challenge surpasses anything offered by the world. It will stretch you to your limits, testing your ability to trust in God's plan amidst adversity. The divine will not consider your titles or financial status. It will measure the depth of your faith, the sacrifices you are willing to make for the greater good, and how connected you are to the divine mission transcending worldly desires. This judgment strips away all that does not serve your higher self. Only those who pass this test will receive the profound gifts from the divine. At the core of this test lies a fundamental question. Do you possess the strength to endure, the faith to trust, and the spirit to rise? God is not evaluating your ability to succeed on your own terms. Instead, He examines your willingness to surrender, grow, and develop resilience. It is a test of inner strength and unwavering faith, enabling you to confront the toughest challenges and emerge victorious. This test will demand your all emotionally, physically, and spiritually. You will be compelled to face your deepest fears, confront your doubts, and discover reservoirs of strength you never knew existed. Should you succeed, divine gifts will elevate your existence to an entirely new realm. Failure to meet the challenge, however, will result in the withdrawal of God's blessings. Without His grace and guidance, you will be left to struggle in isolation, drifting away from your true purpose and trapped in a cycle of spiritual disconnection. Preparing for this divine test cannot be scheduled or approached as a simple task. It is a lifelong commitment. Begin by cultivating peace within, fortifying your faith and deepening your trust in the divine. Engage in regular meditation, pray sincerely from your heart, and maintain humility before God. Align yourself with your highest purpose, remembering this test concerns the evolution of your soul. Build resilience, as the challenges of life will intensify under this divine trial. Prepare emotionally and mentally to confront whatever arises. Practice patience, kindness, and gratitude, and surround yourself with companions who share your spiritual path, for their support will sustain you through the darkest hours. Ultimately, this trial is not about conventional readiness. It calls for openness to lessons, the courage to face hardships, and a readiness to grow through every experience. When the moment arrives, your preparedness will be reflected in how you respond. Will you embrace faith over fear and strength over doubt? God's blessings extend beyond the material. They are spiritual in nature, but manifest in all areas of your life. Passing His test will shower you with divine abundance. You will experience financial prosperity, but, more importantly, a profound fulfillment across every aspect of your existence. Your relationships, your sense of purpose, your health, and your inner tranquility. This divine richness will free you from scarcity's grip. God will provide abundantly, but this is not about hoarding wealth. It is about living in a state of plenty that enables you to share generously with others. You will be entrusted with riches, not for selfish indulgence, but to uplift others and fulfill your soul's mission. Failing to pass the trial means foregoing this divine abundance. The blessings that could have been yours will be withheld, leaving you to face life's hardships alone without God's grace. You will find yourself disconnected from the flow of blessings, endlessly searching but never finding. One of the most extraordinary gifts granted to those who pass God's test is unconditional love, a love that is all, encompassing and infinite. This is not the fleeting, conditional love the world often offers. Divine love transcends boundaries and limitations. Through this love, you will form deep and meaningful connections with others, relationships founded on trust, compassion, and understanding. This love heals, repairing wounds you may not have even been aware of. It allows you to view others through a lens of compassion, enabling connection beyond words. You will no longer experience isolation or detachment because this divine love binds you to all living beings, fostering unity where division once existed. Failing the test results in the loss of this priceless gift. Without divine love, you may find yourself adrift in loneliness, unable to forge profound connections. Your relationships will lack the depth and meaning that true, unconditional love provides. Another remarkable reward for those who succeed is the gift of prophecy and divine insight. You will develop the ability to perceive beyond the physical realm, to glimpse the mysteries of the universe, and to comprehend the hidden truths of existence. This knowledge will illuminate your path, providing clarity and wisdom that few others possess. This prophetic ability will not only guide your own life, but also empower you to assist others in their journeys. It will open doors to understanding that transcend ordinary human perception, enabling you to navigate complex decisions with divine guidance. You will be gifted with the insight to lead others through moments of hardship, providing guidance and wisdom derived from a higher, sacred origin. Yet, this extraordinary ability carries a heavy burden of responsibility. The manner in which you wield this power will shape your future path. Should you fail to meet this challenge, you will remain unable to perceive the sacred truths that could have illuminated your way. You will find yourself engulfed in obscurity, blind to the profound meaning behind the circumstances of your existence. For those who succeed in this divine trial, astonishing abilities lie in wait. These are not powers of this earthly realm, but sacred endowments granted for a noble cause. Envision possessing the capability to mend the ailments of others, to bring your aspirations into reality with immediacy, or to engage in direct communion with the divine itself. Such abilities empower you to enact wonders that alter the destinies of individuals and the flow of events. Alongside these gifts, you will receive the means to serve humanity in ways once deemed impossible. You will be equipped to assist others in healing, gaining insight into their journeys, and aligning with their sacred purpose. However, these gifts are not intended for personal pride or acclaim. They exist solely to further the collective good. Should you fall short in this examination, these extraordinary talents will remain beyond your reach. The divine will withhold such responsibilities, leaving you to traverse life without the elevated tools that might have transformed your experience. Imagine having an unbroken connection to the Creator, the ability to converse openly with God, posing inquiries, seeking counsel, and receiving timely responses. This privilege is the ultimate reward for those who pass the divine assessment, unmediated dialogue with the divine. With this blessing, loneliness and doubt will cease to plague you, as you will perpetually have access to God's infinite wisdom and boundless love. This sacred link will strengthen your faith profoundly and bring clarity to every dimension of your existence. You will be certain beyond question that you are following the right course, guided by celestial insight. This unparalleled spiritual gift is reserved exclusively for those who demonstrate unwavering devotion and trust. Failing to meet the divine standard means this connection will be severed. You will no longer receive the subtle, guiding whispers from the divine. Instead, you will be left to tread your path unaided, deprived of the comfort and understanding that comes from God's presence. Among the remarkable boons granted to those who succeed is an enhanced sensitivity to the pain and struggles of others. Your heart will grow spacious with compassion, compelling you to aid in their recovery. You will develop an unprecedented ability to love and comprehend those around you, forging deep bonds of empathy. This profound emotional resonance will enable you to inspire others to recognize their own potential and journey toward healing. Wherever you go, you will shine as a beacon of hope, kindness, and warmth. Conversely, failing this test results in a disconnection from this empathetic capacity. You will find it difficult to form meaningful relationships, and your interactions will lack the depth and mutual understanding that genuine empathy fosters. Passing this divine challenge also initiates a remarkable renewal of your physical being. Your vitality will be restored, your well-being enhanced, and your outward appearance will reflect the vigor of your soul's evolution. You will feel invigorated, capable, and fully alive in ways previously unknown. This transformation is a mirror of your spiritual progress. As your inner self matures, so too does your physical form. The divine restores you to your fullest potential, enabling a life unshackled by physical limitations and brimming with opportunities. Should you fail, however, your body will continue to suffer the ravages of aging and illness, devoid of divine intervention. The natural decline of the human condition will persist without the blessing of renewal. The purpose of this divine trial is not to crush you, but rather to build your character. It will challenge you beyond what you imagined possible, testing the limits of your endurance. Each hardship you overcome will fortify you, both in body and spirit. This experience measures your resilience, your ability to rise after defeat, to hold firm in faith, and to persist in your journey despite adversity. You will face obstacles that seem insurmountable, moments when fear and doubt threaten to overwhelm. Yet, through such trials, you will learn to draw upon a profound strength originating from a higher source. The more you endure, the more unshakable your resilience becomes, equipping you to confront any future challenge with steadfast belief. Should you not succeed, this resilience will be lost to you. Lacking the fortitude forged through hardship, you will find it increasingly difficult to navigate life's difficulties. You may become ensnared in a spiral of despair, trapped by the burdens that weigh you down. One of the most significant rewards for passing this test is the discovery of your sacred purpose. This divine trial transcends mere survival. It is a call to align with your highest destiny. Upon success, clarity will dawn regarding the reason for your existence, what your soul is meant to accomplish, and how you can contribute to the welfare of all. This understanding will inform every choice you make, imbuing your life with profound meaning. Armed with this sacred purpose, you will no longer wander aimlessly, uncertain of your direction. Instead, you will be anchored in the knowledge that you are fulfilling a divine mission. This realization brings peace to the heart and fuels a passionate commitment to your calling. Failure to pass leaves you adrift, disconnected from your true purpose. You may feel lost, uncertain of your path, and unable to find significance in daily life. Without clear purpose, life becomes a sequence of hollow experiences, leaving a yearning for something beyond reach. Passing the test is not merely about receiving rewards. It marks a spiritual rebirth. It is the moment your entire world shifts, purging doubts, fears, and distractions that hindered your growth. This purification leads to a new self, more attuned to divine will, more connected with your higher nature, and aligned with the universal flow. This rebirth touches every part of your being. Your mindset transforms, your emotions heal, and your spirit soars. Peace replaces turmoil as you live in harmony with your true essence. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming lose their hold as you embrace your full potential. On the other hand, failing to meet this standard means missing this renewal. Instead of transformation, you remain caught in cycles of spiritual stagnation and disillusionment, disconnected from your core being and constantly longing for something unattainable. This test is not random. It forms part of a divine design intended to reveal your genuine path. It does more than challenge. It unveils your destined journey. Each obstacle uncovers fragments of your sacred purpose, a roadmap etched in the cosmos before your birth. The deeper your faith in this trial, the clearer your mission becomes. In your darkest hours, your true calling begins to shine forth. Every difficulty reveals your latent strengths and your role on this earth. Through hardship, you perceive not just trials but chances for growth, healing, and renewal. Your soul awakens to the greater mission you have been chosen to fulfill. Passing this test leads you into a life aligned with your deepest aspirations. Wandering aimlessly ceases, replaced by divine guidance showing precisely what you are meant to achieve. You move through existence with purpose and confidence, knowing every step brings you closer to your sacred mission. Failing results in losing sight of this purpose. You chase empty goals and transient desires that never satisfy. Without alignment, your journey becomes fragmented, disconnected from the essence of who you truly are. This divine trial serves as a refining process, molding you into your best self. Your hardships act as purifying flames, burning away impurities clouding your soul. Every difficulty shapes your character, helping you grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Though painful, this fire is essential for your development. Throughout each phase, you will observe inner changes, patience tested, perseverance stretched, and compassion deepened. The divine cares less for flawlessness and more for growth. This transformative fire isn't about avoiding suffering, but learning to rise through it, harnessing pain to fuel your evolution. In the midst of trials, you may not fully grasp that each challenge prepares you for a grander destiny, one that awaits beyond the horizon of your current struggles. You are being shaped by God to serve others, to lead with compassion and insight, and to leave a meaningful mark upon the world. Once you successfully endure this trial, you will emerge with a foundation so firm that no force can shake it, for you have been tempered in the fires of profound change. But if you do not succeed in passing this challenge, the purifying flames will not take hold, and you will remain confined to old habits, unable to break free from the barriers that restrain you. Your character will lack the testing it requires, leaving you vulnerable to life's hardships without the strength to conquer them. One of the most difficult yet rewarding parts of God's examination is learning to place full trust in the divine plan. This ordeal will demand that you relinquish your own desires, stop striving to control every detail of your existence, and instead place your faith in the higher wisdom of God. It teaches you to release your grip and permit the divine to lead you along the path you are destined to walk. Such surrender is no simple task, particularly when life feels disorderly or uncertain. There will be times when the future appears foggy and fear threatens to dominate, but it is precisely during these moments that genuine faith is cultivated. Having faith in God's will is not about comprehending every detail. It is about trusting that all things unfold with purpose and that you are being steered towards your greatest good. When you cultivate this trust, you unlock your life's fullest potential, free from the heavy chains of fear and skepticism. You will advance with a serene confidence, sensing God's presence with each step you take. The blessings destined for you will begin to reveal themselves in extraordinary and unexpected ways. Should you resist trusting and refuse to embrace God's plan, you will find yourself battling against the natural rhythm of life. Your resistance will imprison you in a frustrating loop of confusion and stagnation. Without trust, you will never experience the profound peace and clarity that arise when surrendering to the divine. God's trial will awaken a spiritual strength within you, previously hidden and unknown. Facing these tests will reveal reservoirs of power, bravery, and endurance you never imagined you possessed. These virtues will emerge as you depend on your faith, guiding you through the darkest trials and helping you rise more resilient after each challenge. Initially, you might feel fragile or overwhelmed by the difficulty of the test, But as you persevere, you will realize that your spirit is far more resilient than you believed. You will access an inner source of power that allows you to conquer obstacles, mend wounds, and shatter limiting beliefs. This newfound strength will carry you beyond the test, transforming every aspect of your life. The spiritual power you receive is not meant solely for your benefit. It is intended to uplift others. Through this divine strength, you will be empowered to help those around you discover their own courage and purpose. You will become a shining light, a model for others, inspiring them to reach their highest potential. Failing the test, however, means remaining spiritually frail, unable to tap into this inner power. Without the divine challenge pushing you beyond your limits, you will stay stuck, caught in cycles of fear and uncertainty, never fully realizing the deep strength within you. Passing God's test grants you access to timeless divine wisdom. You will